Set leg, Dean to Rothers.
Vincent van der Voort. How good must it make him feel with that walk-on? It's one of the best walk-ons in the game these days, John.
Yeah, it really is an incredible sight. I was watching through the commentary box window. The crowd not very far away. They were standing on their chairs. They were really enjoying it. And it's great to see such a wonderful audience getting stuck into the song and really giving him a sort of welcome that you might give royalty. He's from Purmerend in the Netherlands. It's a city famous for its fun fair. It's Kermisstad, and a very popular member of that particular community. Wherever he goes, he's recognised. Not surprisingly, darts is a big sport in Holland, isn't it?
121.
Absolutely, and a lot of interest, I know, in this tournament from the Netherlands because of the amount of top players that country has produced. Winstanley, that's more like it, and he will have to raise the bar, Winstanley, if he's to match this man the way he started the game. But a long way to go.
59.
First to 4 sets in the last 32.
120.
Well, he was 2 sets to 1 down against Mervyn King. A ding-dong battle
40.
that was. Won the deciding set in the end by 6 legs to 4. And he's back here now 59. To try and take out 80 and win his first leg in this match. And that isn't how he's going to do it. He's going to get into this match. He hasn't really got into the match yet. Disappointing start for the Yorkshireman.
Well, 15. That has gone completely against him. Van der Voort, not on the best of finishes here. Starts with the ball and tops in each for a 105. This will bring the house down. Vincent van der Voort is at his best. Like grease lightning, he takes out the first set of the game, and it's over to Dean Winstanley to hit back in set number 2. Worrying times for Dean Winstanley, but van der Voort is playing some very tidy darts here.
Playing the best darts now of the match. He's got his average up over 90. Winstanley in the mid-80s. He's upped his game since the end of the last set, but he hasn't won a leg. But he has got his second 180. And never write Dean Winstanley off. There are people who know exactly what I mean.
96.
He can be 3 sets down and still consider himself a possibility. What a scrapper, 99. What a fighter.
Yeah, gritty Yorkshireman, Dean Winstanley. Good 90. To watch. But van der Voort, not one of his better visits to the board, that one.
Now he's lost a flight, has he? No? Oh, a wasp. Oh well. The last thing we need is a wasp. But he's been stung already, hasn't he, by some early play from van der Voort, and somehow he's got to recover wilting there because they won't go in. You see, he's hit a 180, and yet he's second favourite to win the leg. His previous 180 was in a losing leg. Of course, he hasn't had a winning leg yet. I think he'll get one though before too long. When that first one is attained, Nigel, I think he'll move on from there.
Treble 20 for tops. Stay off the board, and leaves himself double 10. And van der Voort is looking good for a quick-fire 2-set lead, unless Winstanley can take this out. Oh, bullseye he needs! This is massive for Dean Winstanley. Oh, decent effort, not quite enough. Double 10 for van der Voort for a second straight set.
Oh, fraction in from that. No problem for the Dutchman. Winstanley's giving his all, but it's not enough against Vincent van der Voort. 2
And you say all he's got to do is hold his throw, Winstanley, John, but he's under pressure to do so now, because if Van der Voort breaks and then throws for a third set, he's in deep trouble. But this is more like it. A third 180 for the man they call over the top, Dean Winstanley.
I'm glad you said he's under pressure to do so, because he's one of those players who absolutely thrives on that. He seems to respond to being in adversity. Now then, things are getting interesting, folks. Dean Winstanley, back-to-back 180s, and you know what that means. There's another one from Van der Voort. What a leg of gods this is. Oh, two more on. Oh, double 12 for the 9-down finish. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Winstanley could hit nothing, it seemed, then suddenly produces a magical leg like that.
Dean Winstanley was not at his best, but he was then. Where has he found that from? Simply sensational. Dean Winstanley.
Well, Vincent van der Voort knows that that is a very special moment for a very special player. Both players have settled down magnificently after those magical moments, but this is a leg of all legs for both players for very different reasons.
Yes, it can be 3-0 to Van der Voort or 2-1 to Van der Voort. There's a huge difference. Nice from Winstanley. Oh, beautiful! 5 180s for Dean Winstanley. He's brought his game to life big time. 7 between them, and Van der Voort fails to find a treble.
Come on, he says. If ever a player lived the game of darts he plays, it's Dean Winstanley. But is that in? Now, the referee's got to look carefully at that. It is touching the board. Had it not been, it would not have counted. 140 wanted. Double 10!
Oh! And no major pressure for Winstanley, because Van der Voort's not on a finish. But it looks like Dean Winstanley, who has just hit a 9-darter, is also going to win his first set of the match. Double 5. 1 double 2 now. Oh, he's hit 20.
Well, he can consider himself fortunate that Van der Voort is way back on 155. Unfortunate should Van der Voort get it, and he's not going to. But can't afford to make the same mistake this time, Winstanley. He deserves this set. It's the set of all sets for him. Should he hit this double 5? World class and control combined. And Dean Winstanley is back in this match. He's turning around. It'll be 2 sets all if Winstanley is not stopped in his tracks by the Dutchman.
Effectively, Dean gave Vincent a 2-set start in this match and has really stepped it up. And I felt before the game Winstanley was the clear favourite in my eyes on the first round form alone.
96.
But it was Vincent who made a mockery of that, and now it will be that we're going to go all square after 4 sets.
But you know, Nigel, what's impressive about this match as much as anything, they've been in the 80s for most of the game, and as Winstanley has upped the ante, so too has Van der Voort. They're both now 93, in fact their averages, but for 100th of a point, are identical. That's the 11th 180 of the match, now make it 12. You'll have to whiz that around a little bit quicker the way these two are going, and isn't he enjoying it?
Well, you can't fail to enjoy a game like this, can you?
105.
Well, if you are just switching over from the football, Swansea Manchester United 1 apiece. You've joined us in a thrilling contest here, including a 9 darts for Dean Winstanley, which we'll show you again very shortly.
Yes, it's worth seeing, folks, and as exciting almost as the Premier League running last season is. Winstanley looks at 120! Absolutely fabulous darts! What a match we've got! Look at that reaction! 2 sets all! Winstanley lost the first 6 legs of this match and was down, but never out.
If he goes on and wins, he'll be ahead for the first time in the game.
Brilliant darts from Vincent van der Voort, his 6th maximum. Now, Winstanley, after 8 attempts at the double, had not hit it once. He's now hit it 8 out of 24, so his 8 have come in 16 attempts. What an improvement. 50% since that very first double.
Well, we know that Winstanley is quite happy to take a match all the way. He did so against Mervyn King. 5 sets to decide that in the first round. And if he gets through to the third round, it's fair to say he'll have done it the hard way with the first couple of rounds of this tournament for him.
Yes, you're right. Like I said earlier, I think he thrives on it, and certainly what 9 darter proved that under duress,
43.
He really is
You require 167.
remarkable. Of course, Winstanley played a magnificent game, which I commentated on at Wolverhampton 13 months ago against Mark Walsh, where both players averaged well into the hundreds. He averaged 104.5 and narrowly lost, and proved to me that day that he's got what it takes to be up there with the big boys. Double 16. Lovely finish from Van der Voort. Another 14 darter, Nigel, and he'd seemingly taken his foot off the pedal a few minutes ago.
Who is going to go 3-2 up? This leg will decide it. It's a decent first couple of darts from D.
100.
A steady ton, when you've got the throw, is a reasonable start.
And can I just at the start of this leg say, well done Swansea City. It's been a good weekend for the Blues.
I thought you might work that in somehow, John.
I won't say any more.
95.
So, to remind you, whoever wins this leg will take a 3-2 lead. If Winstanley does it, he'll be ahead for the first time in the match. First to 4 goes through to the last 16.
Yes, but 2 sets all, 2 legs all, and only 50 difference. Well, 150 now in the score. If Winstanley holds his throw, he goes ahead in the match for the very first time. Well, there he was, 6 legs to 0 down. Well, 2 sets to 0 down, but not out.
Van der Voort, he just threw 2 darts away there on his last visit. And if he hadn't thrown those 2 darts away, he could have quite easily been on 94. But the way he just threw the last 2 darts of that visit, well, there was an air of resignation about it from Van der Voort, but it's not all over yet.
No, it isn't, but that was a magnificent last dart. That last dart alone has made it all the more likely that Winstanley will win this set. 64 he wants, knows he can't afford to miss. 16 for double 16. Now he's gone 8 double tops. That was quite purposeful.
44.
And chance for Van der Voort. He'll go the full route, I think, Nigel.
But again, he needs 94 when he threw 2 darts away. 12 for double 16 to regain the lead. Double 16. And he knows how important this shot is. Oh, he's blown it.
78.
When was the last time you saw Vincent van der Voort take so long to deliver 3 darts? There was no rat-a-tat-tat about that. Oh, a fraction in, and he... Oh, even nearer! No, then Can he get it? No, the pain for the Yorkshireman and the pleasure for the Dutchman if he gets double 8.
There's no smile on the face of Winstanley now as Van der Voort hunts down double 4 now. Pressure! Van der Voort is equal to it. What a response and what a way to bounce back after losing a 2-set lead. That could be absolutely vital, and Van der Voort has the throw in the 6th set.
Now then, only 60. Winstanley, is he on his way, Nigel? Could well be with that dart. Just going the wrong side.
83.
Well, it really is nip and tuck, this game. And it really is high quality, but Van der Voort's body language as well suggests that he's got serious concerns about it at the moment. Not a lot on the 1040s and the 180s, 16 between them.
45.
Sensational, but haven't had one for a while.
No, they come in flurries. Look at that. 52 three-figure scores for Winstanley, 44 for Van der Voort. Winstanley there, I would say the 100 column is as much as anything.
140.
Significant. 8 more. Almost level on the 140s, and those 2 180s to his advantage. We'll say those are the 2 that got him the 9 darts, shall we?
Team to require 152.
Now Winstanley just looking to give him a tidy finish for the set on the next visit. And that will take us into a deciding set. So,
96.
Dean Winstanley needs 52 to level it at 3 sets apiece.
Tops he wants then. Fraction down, moves across very slightly.
12.
Oh, now Van der Voort earlier in the match went for the bullseye and hit it when he wanted 103. This time an entirely different route. 84 left, double 12. Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant! You've got to give it to the Dutchman. That was super cool stuff.
And Dean Winstanley now knows he is potentially one leg away from going out of the World Championship. That was a massive finish from Van der Voort. The body language was suggesting that he might be on a slippery slope to defeat, but he's managed to hang on in there. And if Vincent Van der Voort wins this leg, he's through. But Winstanley is battling away here.
40.
Yes, 85 for the Dutchman, 140 for Winstanley, the Yorkshireman who lives in Buxton, Derbyshire. A spa town where no doubt they're watching right now as he tries to give his all to survive in the World Championship. The 9-darter will be little consolation to him should he lose, and again, super duper control.
He needs a treble now, gets it. Can he follow that up with another one? Oh, brilliant darts from Vincent Van der Voort. What a leg this is.
Yeah, but only 23 in it, and a treble needed. Not that one. Level scores at the moment. Now 60 ahead, Winstanley. So, what a crunch leg of darts. One of the crunchiest legs of this tournament so far. Brilliant stuff from Van der Voort. Puts him in control. Can Winstanley take this out, Nigel?
Well, this would be a bit special for a 138. Double 9. Oh, could that be game over?
How ironic it should be the double 9 that might have knocked him out in the first round. And that double 9, 16 for double 16 for a 4-2 victory. Oh, one match point gone, made him bounce on the stage, but now it might be this man bouncing and pounding around if he can hit one double 4.
Oh, can you believe it? Can you believe it? The match is on the line.
That is the most stupid dart he's ever thrown, and I'm not criticising him because the pressure is immense. And Van Voort gains a famous victory. What a match! What a performance from both players. A resigned smile from Winstanley, but at least he has 15 grand to take away for the 9-dart finish.
What a match! What a display from both players!